Thank you very much, and here we go. From north to south, it's going to pull away from Sosnovka. It could be a Zaki finish. Oh, who knows? But I doubt it. Yeah, the players are a little sick of it going Sosnovka now.
Don't blame them.
We've had it, I reckon it's going to be at least 50%. I don't know.
Right,
Somebody do that.
Look at this drop. We've got FaZe, CrowCrowd, TSM very close by. Now, TSM looks like they're going to go Zaki. But FaZe haven't moved too much. They've got out the plane. It looks like they might be trying to... Where are they going to fight for?
Is it really going Severny? This is CrowCrowd's territory. They're hot dropping.
Yeah, they're down on it. Here we go. Let's have a jump in on this.
But Set's not there, so CrowCrowd are down a man. So,
yeah, because Set normally splits off on his own.
Yeah, so this is definitely going to be a straight-up fight, a brawl in Severny. It's been a while.
Love to see it. We've got a VSS. My joyous VSS is out to play. It will be changed up soon. But now look who's left. Kemba and Senpai have been isolated. The other two players have fallen off. Tab can go to the mini compounds, grab some stuff. Set way off on this one. It's Senpai and Kemba who are in danger. FaZe and Mexi have the good compounds as well. They have the good area to be looting in.
Is he only got a UMP in there? Okay, it's going to be southwest. That's fine. That's good. Winstrike delighted. It's going, you know,
and
somewhere
Unity
in the
have switched
away.
up as well. They've gone for their backup in Northern George, maybe.
Yeah, North Georgia. I mean, the plane path kind of alluded to that. Obviously, a long way from Nova. Reciprocity have gone across the island. G2, the Knights going back where they are. Where's TSM? They're going up north. So TSM are going Zaki as well. So both these teams. So TSM obviously were looking at doing a similar thing with Severny, clearly, and backed out of it when they realized how many people were in the air. Kemba, oh no, he's only found himself a UMP in there, so I don't know what else he's got. That is not ideal. He's going to hold on. Senpai is off. He is going to the hills of Severny.
Kemba's been left.
Kemba's been left alone.
He could do damage. I don't think much, but he could do some damage.
He's got no one to bait for him, though.
Bait on the nade. Mexi, if he lands this. Oh,
wait, has AT got a Vector and a VSS?
I hope so.
That's what he's found.
I hope so. All right, they know the compound, they know the building. Kemba's been spotted. That's confirmation.
He's on the roof, yeah.
And look at the nade. He's going to try and do something. Oh, God, he fell off all the way as well. Oh, can he make something out of this?
Run, 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 panic. No, fail.
Wait, Mexi just found FuzzFace.
Got you, mate, don't worry.
Ooh,
but the Vector came out on top from 80 there. It's a powerful gun up close and personal. Doesn't matter how much damage you hit Vector versus UMP. But there we go. So FaZe collect themselves a point. People are going to be looking at that in the kill feed going, that's a bit odd.
I guess, where do FaZe drop? You have the southeast Milta side, and they adjusted to Primorsk, but honestly, M19 haven't been easy to get past at the moment. So really, I guess they were just looking for something available.
Well, it is going to be CrowCrowd that will back out of that one. Tab's got himself the vehicle at Crossroads. He's out of there. Senpai had backed away towards north, the shooting range, so everybody's avoided the damage there. We'll see, of course, how the rotates work out for them, because last time FaZe were up here, wasn't a good rotate for them. Obviously, you know, they were up in Zaki and it went way down south. TSM themselves, they're up in Zaki, 3 in Zaki. Michael's trying to stick with the compounds. Also, don't forget with Unity on your screens here, up in North Georgia, Paul, so not safe for TSM to come down this way.
No, it's going to be rough rotations for all the teams, north and east. You know, further out, obviously, ENCE. I don't think I've ever seen them have an easy rotation. When was the last time you saw a Stalber ending? Lord above, they have been struggling. So
that's been a long, long time.
It has. It just, the circle just doesn't seem to want to go that way anymore. Now, teams who have a good shout at this, Winstrike, very nice. M19 seem to play well into this. Na'Vi tend to take over the quarry, but M19 are actually there earlier than them. So that could be interesting. See what Na'Vi do if they roll up on that. It can be shared, but I don't think you want to be sharing it this early on.
TL on the
Team
move.
Liquid, yeah, they're quick rotating out of this one.
Too.
Vitality doing just the same. So a lot of the teams who are central trying to use that early positioning to leapfrog further forward and get those ideal spots. Just seeing Vard as well heading
get
off
to the yellows, I think. Yeah, Vard's going to get those yellows. Just make sure on the edge of the swamp, sort of land. It is a pretty decent spot for him, so they're making sure they get hold of that. Obviously, everybody knows that Winstrike is there. More importantly for Winstrike, they need to be aware that people are rotating now. So they need to close together and go wherever as much as possible. That's a little roll. It's all right, Samsy. Nobody saw it. Don't worry. Don't worry. Just get back in with Ibby. Pretend it never happened.
You're fine. DA, I don't see him fully going yet. I'm not sure where they're going to head to. I can't remember exactly where they go to, but with Mithrain in, I'm not sure how.
They normally go Ruins area. That
yeah,
yellow's
I was thinking
ruins,
it was
and then
Ruins,
maybe even go up to the mountain. We'll see.
Yes, they have been up there. You're right. I do vaguely recall. But with the amount of teams like Unity and TSM, this kind of adds further problems for the northern sides. It means the mountain's not going to be a default claim. And honestly, I'm not sure if anyone wants to go for this just yet. If it moves slightly further north, then yeah, you'll see the flood towards the hill. But Vitality very close by here.
I think they're heading for the Harry Potter, are they? Or are they going further south, maybe? Vitality going for the yellows just south of a mountain. NIP going to join up with VOD. Na'Vi finally on the move.
I want to see if they go Quarry, because M19 might have set up for this. This could be just a nice read at the moment. Obviously, if you're M19, you know how Na'Vi play, because the one's close by, but I don't know if Na'Vi are going to go for it.
Yeah, well, TNL just pulled up the compound that's south of it, so...
Na'Vi are going right towards that as well.
North of compound, I should say. Yeah, Na'Vi might try and come into this compound. This is a massive area compound as well to try and defend. Yeah.
Can be split by 2, very uncomfortably split by 2, because you have the kind of slightly higher ground to it and then the lower elevation.
Brexco might take a couple of shots. The Knights are right next to him. Snark has actually changed vehicle near him. I'm just trying to see what's going on. Tripoli
fast rail.
Raise your edge. That's fast
very
rail.
Dangerous.
Blasting by. They're not clean through yet. Sigsy's took a decent chunk in his back as well. That's 50% of his health gone. As ENCE continues to roll on, they really need to find themselves a good game. Chris, do it, do it, do it, do it.
How did that first shot not hit?
No, I don't know there either. I think he hit the what's it called? The part of the dash here, the little pit in the middle there. What's that bit called? The pillar. I don't know.
I don't know. That felt like it was on. I'd be tilted if I was Chris after that. It's like, where did my bullet go? G2 still kind of scurrying around by the Knights, who are very close by. Still able to potentially see each other. But again, it's nothing to commit for here. Eventually, if it gets too hot, they will just peel out of it. We are seeing Vitality taking over Gatka.
Yeah, go north chopsticks. They've managed to blast down and go north chopsticks. So yeah, as you mentioned, Vitality, they've actually sort of spread a little bit. CrowCrowd are kind of in between them there. Yeah, I'm not really sure where Tab's going here. Way too late to try and center up here. I'm surprised he hasn't been caught out, and he is going to head back towards the mountain. So CrowCrowd are going to be going up on that mountainside. Unity are going to be joining up there, it seems, as they start to head down the other side of the hill.
We need to look at the northern side. Look at all these teams coming in off potentially 2-3 bridges that are already having players there. So TSM are taking the far Georgia Pole bridge. Yeah. Exactly. They're going to be okay on that. They'll probably scout it first and then head over. If they take too long, FaZe will be on their heels. ENCE are being chased down by one of CrowCrowd. Unity hold the other side, and Raise Your Edge are going in a similar direction.
Gustav's going to see FaZe. He's coming in so late. I feel he's going to hear... It's going to be hearing, like, hang on a minute, there's cars coming over, and the rest of his team are over the bridge, so they could easily set up a camp for FaZe here. Oh god, ENCE, yeah, ENCE and Raise Your Edge all next to each other, but Unity, they're still holding this camp, you know. Tizerin is not moving, he's still holding the bridge camp.
Right, so there's Rory, Michael, Wookie. We knew they would make it across. Gustav was late. Now Gustav is still behind them, so he might be caught. And here comes ENCE as well. Look at this, ENCE flying in as well. Oh, they're finding a route. Chris could be in trouble. Slides out of it. Tokyo drifting away.
And that's forcing them to the west side as well. This is going to get messy.
They've seen it. They've called it, and they have Uber and 80 on the other side. So it's a bit of a pinch here. FaZe setting up somewhat in the north.
So see if they can actually catch anything from this. They're all still blasting for it. If they get past FaZe here, Squeak is going to get caught out. Pulls up. That's not ideal, Uber. Yeah, he's going to get caught out. So taken down. That's gone horribly wrong for FaZe Clan. ENCE do this rotate week in, week out. FaZe do not. They tried to set up a camp on ENCE and it's backfired. And really that camp has only come about because they saw TSM going ahead of them. They couldn't risk heading over the bridge. And the circle will shift into the northwest.
I like a bit of this. This gives us time for the northern teams as well. This gives Raise Your Edge, Senpai, ENCE, remainder of FaZe, time to squeak in. That makes me happy.
Vitality going to Miraku. Looks like it. They're going to go straight into Miraku's compound. He's on his own. MBS is going to try and join him. Reciprocity are miles down south out of Na'Vi. It's really the center we should be looking at. Yep. Vitality will be crashing in onto NIP. The rest of the teams all coming in. Team Liquid pouring in behind them as well. It's going to get very messy in the center. Raise Your Edge up in the north.
They're not afraid to crash these days. People are going for it. They are happy to crash these compounds. The splits don't work so easy anymore. Raise Your Edge are way out in the blue. They're going to get themselves in the cars and get moving. That's fine. This is what we're looking at. Vitality took some lives, now lost one of them.
It's Unity actually got him from the hill.
Unity. Yeah, I'm surprised Unity were able to convert on that. But let's keep our eyes on Vitality, DA, NIP, CrowCrowd, because DA are moving right towards where Vitality are. And this Team Liquid slowly but surely working towards that kind of...
Winstrike right next to them.
Yeah, exactly. They're trying to get to this building, but they're not going to make it. Team Liquid need to peel away. You cannot try and get towards that. Sixmo did make it there, but not for long. Already Wanted was pulled up on this. And Vitality are fighting the other side of Digital Athletics. This is horrible for DA. they're in a really tough spot.
Yeah, they're completely split across here at the moment. Mythrain, Beautiful Death, sort of separated. There's going to be the rest of them down. So DA down to 2, and honestly, I don't see them coming out on top of this one with Vitality. I think they only have 3 alive. They definitely lost Shadow. I think they kept everybody else alive. Ira being finished off. Yeah, there we go. So they managed to get Natus, Shadow, and Jazza inside. Mythrain, oh no, he's in the shack as well. He's not even with Beautiful Death.
No, that's a harsh position to play out of. You're just hoping that they forget about you somehow, but I don't think they will. M19 working up the west coast. Winstrike and Team Liquid very close by. Reciprocity and Na'Vi still trying to traverse from south to north. And as we see, Unity putting up those smokes, trying to work their way around.
So, Na'Vi have gone into south side of Gatka. They're sort of slowly relay racing across there. G2 just coming outside of Quarry, by the way. They are going to be in the far, far edge of the circle. The Knights, Wanted's looking, I think, towards the yellows south of Mountain. You can see FaZe Clan in the distance watching Raise Your Edge, who've just sort of slowly working their way up the mountain. They've got a bit of a 2-2 at the moment. Bestlosh just living the life, lying on the ground next to his buggy down in the south side. Reciprocity nearby to them. As a plane goes overhead, we'll see whether the crate goes anywhere near anyone. Can't see it. Oh, it's in the water.
In the water.
Oh, Jesus.
That's a no. Yeah, Mythrain's going to be chilling there for a while. So don't worry about him. If he peeks out, he's dead. So he's just going to wait it out. Now, Raise Your Edge. This is late to be making these moves. Foot of the hill. That's a bit dangerous, Fast Rail and Chris. Not sure if I'm a bit worried about this one because Set and Tab aren't looking that way at the moment, but if they did, they're going to definitely see that bike at bare minimum.
Well, the worry is that maybe Fuzzface sees them down low. Might have a clear angle on them. NIP's 2 men left. They clashed in too heavily. They've gone for this 2-2, keeping hold of both sides. Vitality moving. They're going for Beautiful Death. This is the move they're looking towards. Vitality comes across. Mythrain with the door closed is not aware of this. Beautiful Death's going to be all alone in a 3v1 push.
Where's that flash? Flash goes in. I think it was early. I think he might have just blinded his teammates. Oh no! He's tried to work off that. The flash went off. He tried to make the play off it. Didn't go well. I love the intent, but didn't work out as Mythrain's last alive.
Yeah, I mean, they figured it out. It was like, oh, they flashed themselves. Quick, go, 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 go. And
new circle. Look at this. Gone up way north. So all the teams, that big open field that's to the west of the mountain is going to get rough, and there goes a nade or two, and Mythrain needs to be very careful. I think he knows he's done for. And the pressure from Vitality is too much.
And RPF claps, their 2-2s for North. That's opened up the space for Team Liquid to move into the antenna. Winstrike still sitting there. I think they're going to come further down. Reciprocity look like they may come into the back side of the swamp area with M19. That's not ideal for them. TSM, big spread for them on the west, but look at G2's rotate. They're going Mountain.
It's not a bad play at this point. That's quite nice for them. I'm looking at Reciprocity. How do they get into this? Because you've got M19 holding a lot. Yeah, exactly. Reciprocity are looking at which way do we go. They needed to land this, and they do. The Wanderer goes down, but he wasn't on his own. There's Dmash still up there and a couple of others. M19 hold the south side. To the east is Winstrikes. They'll hear these shots. They'll know what's happening. But it may not be a play for them to work off. But this bit of open ground could be the death of Reciprocity.
Reciprocity can just hop in the vehicles and go full west. We can see it, obviously, but they can't. They're seeing what's ahead of them. But they can easily just rotate straight on that west side. Well, Elite Player's the only one, though. The rest of the west is completely exposed. Wookiee's even backed away from it, so there's a massive amount of space out there. Of course, not something they can see, so they've got to work off what they know. They did speak to them in the last game, by the way. We were wondering why they stayed up in the tower, up in the hills. It was just misinformation. They just didn't realize that Vitality had moved when they did. They were waiting for them to move to, just do that piggyback move motion into their compound. They didn't see Vitality going, so that's why they stayed too long, and it cost them in the end. That's just how hard it is sometimes as players.
Well, G2 have made it to the hill, and I think Chris is about to go right into Senpai. Senpai says, get away, please. I don't like this anymore. And actually, Senpai oversteps. That's a big overstep. Losing concentration for a second. Gonna get punished for that opening up. And Reciprocity sending it right in towards Constantine. Nade in, he's gonna try and buy time with that. And I don't blame him. Good plan. He needs some help here, but Shiv has already found Dmash. It's gonna be go time. Constantine holds the line though. An Elite Player. Where are you? Winstrike have turned up.
Winstrike coming in behind. Rafi and Scoom down. Haxetti suddenly finds himself in all sorts of trouble. Shiv took a big chunk of damage as well. And now if Haxetti loses out in this, Shiv's the last man standing. Constantine's gonna flush that one out. And now Shiv is gonna get caught. Oh, he's sniped in the back. M19 are battering them. And Reciprocity They played it well, but the third party just stabbed them in the back. And while we see Unity having one best day, Reciprocity having the worst.
My word, TSM are shooting from, what is that, 1, 2, 3, like 600-meter shots towards them. And they're accurate. So M19 are like, no, I don't like any of this. Constantine's off. And Tixu might just catch him on the way out. I think he might have just made it. So this is centralized just south of Hospital, where TSM currently hold is pretty much prime territory. Actually, TSM's 2-2 is gorgeous. That is the lovely, lovely spot for them.
ENCE moved in on the Hospital, and that's maybe going to cause a problem. Oh, raise your edge. That's a nice little move from Chris and FaZe. They just bombed it down the hill, got back inside the zone. So TSM, is it too risky at this time to have that 2-2 split? Is that too greedy?
I love it. I love it. I absolutely love that.
What is going to happen down on this east? Look at it. It's going to be horrible.
Yep, because it's moved away from the hill. And this is the problem with the hill. It's all good and well when you're up there and it moves towards it. Coming off that, I don't see many people making away. One, because Vitality, Knights, these teams, there'll always be teams in these houses. There's no time in the world where these houses will not have teams in them. So G2, CrowCrowd are going to have to fight every single step. Now, that's a good start. That's a big boy shot as well.
Yeah. He might finish him off here, you know?
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be bleeding heavy. That's going to be bleeding heavy. You have a good idea. And he actually caught FaZe in there as well. FaZe has to try and stick this now. Has to stick it. Nobody else taking shots on them, so I think the cover fire worked out. He will get him on their feet. Well, M19, they're still being pursued by Winstrike over on the west coast. Constantine getting battered by Mini 14 fire.
They get the compound, though. The hill off the side of it is not bad territory either. That's where Winstrike are currently pulling up. They can work from this, but they have TSM off the side. Na'Vi, Vitality. It's going to be a bloodbath over there.
Pittsburgh Knights coming in behind them as well. They're all trying to come onto this hillside. It is messy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams all crashing. We're watching Winstrike actually in trouble against M19. That almost backfired on the elite player, last man standing, but Vitality will fall. Let's get that pip on your screen as the main screen because everything is happening right here. NAP tried to push out, tried to go aggressive, didn't really work out for them. The Knights
still going.
The Knights somehow, have managed to go ahead. Look, Wanted's made it to the ditch and he's given the support. Saying, Drayden, go, 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 go. In the UAZ. It's taken so many shots.
Drayden can't make it in the end. Valiant attempt. In the meantime, G2 getting caught out here. They've kind of used the hill again. They're still trying to work from that Raise Your Edge, spotting them out. Now, Na'Vi are yet to get in the circle, but they are taking everyone with them. If they're not in, no one else is going to be either.
And that's going to be set, finished off. M19 also falling as well. So CrowCrowd will go down in 12th with M19 in 13th. FaZe Clan still just about inside their Raise Your Edge's 2-2 split's going to have to consolidate. I wonder if they're going to maybe catch them out. ENCE have got a really wide spread as well. They've got this hospital point, which is really impressive. Winstrike now on the rotate. They're going for a big wide 2-2. They want to go for the hillside just to the east of the hospital, and that could work out in their favor. TSM, the center point, as Pokemon puts Reels on his backside.
Oh, Pokemon don't get too greedy. He might have just done this one. He's going to have to get the heal off. Snock is bouncing all over the place. That's going to be a rough ride. Snock does make it just about away. The car's on fire. Snock's in trouble. And Blaston puts him out of it.
Unity are collecting points today. They are really on it. It seems. Let's see how the week continues to progress. Tixu's been left on his own as Winstrike of Group 3 on the east side. And as the nades coming out, they're going to push down on G2 now. Na'Vi trying to see what they can get. Kane's very low, gets back on his feet, revived, but instantly gets caught out by Menox in the back. And the blue will do the damage along with the nades. Who will confirm it? Don't know. Brexco turns, takes the shots onto Pokemon, forces Na'Vi back.
Oh, this is big for Team Liquid. They stayed in the south. This is so sick for them. Unity still really good. TSM might shuffle around to potentially where Gustav is. There's a really nice ditch that's in front of that compound, but we've got to keep our eyes on Na'Vi. Still in so much trouble. James is delivering, bodying shots. Look at this.
Look at that move from TSM. They just realized the danger that Winstrike had on them in the hills, and they've immediately moved. It's opened up their compound, ENCE move in, piggyback on that, and now Winstrike, where can they go? There's nowhere available. They've got to go for hay bales.
Oh my God, Winstrike. You got Ibby, you got Samty, you got Team TSM watching all this unfold. Oh God, a bush and a prayer. That is not a sentence I ever wanted to say. As Tixu gets out and he's somehow alive here.
Well, there is a crate coming their way. That might help out. G2 and Na'Vi looking to finish it off. Odia looks to try and push the hillside. Can he get on towards Bestalosh? That one little smoke is all that's keeping them at bay at the moment as Team Liquid continue to punish Winstrike. TSM even going looking for the kills as well. Udyr desperately trying to get himself some sort of vision, and Team Liquid continue to batter Winstrike.
It's not just going to be Winstrike though. Look at NIP. They're trying to eye it up as well, but they're not committing that far. I think they might have seen what's happened, but did Jeems overstepped? TSM still holds a really nice compound. They gave up the other one to ENCE though. FaZe and Raise Your Edge still battling in the north as Pokemon tries to step forward. You're not going to get away with it. NIP still hold ground in the east.
Chris gets Mexi down, so that's FaZe down to 1. G2 also down to 1 as Bestalosh deals the damage. It's Brexco left on his own. Bestalosh don't really know where he's going to go from this one. Winstrike lose another. Tixu down. Wanted catches off Udyr, and that's going to be confirming the kill. As now they all move down. And now it's Raise Your Edge's turn. They're in the vehicles. I think they're going to try and blast for some point. The question is, where do they go?
Goodbye, Bestalosh.
Here they go. Unity, they're going to go straight into them. And, well, immediately Menox runs over Fastrel. Not what you want. Don't run over your captain. It doesn't do you any favor. Menox actually made it inside, though. Those nades look on point, and they will catch them off.
Menox, you better avenge your fallen teammate. Sigsy's a mile away, but he's delivering some accurate play. FaZe capitalizing, getting some points.
MBS straight into Wanted. Wanted, the sole survivor for the Knights. Catches one off guard. Will it get stolen away from him? Yes, it will. Team Liquid are collecting points here.
God.
They've already had one win today. FaZe called it. He wants to see some big performance from him. We may get it. As FaZe is not done, he catches Sigsy in the back.
Fuzzface, you're a cruel, cruel man doing that sort of play. His life has got a bit of a time limit on it as well. Eventually they'll turn and face him, but he does at least claim it was 60 on the way down. It was Orange who got Menox, and Raise Your Edge do bow down in around 10th.
But that buys time. So FaZe managed to get in. NIP are taking shots, and
Team
it goes
Liquid.
to Team Liquid. NIP held this hill. They moved away from this hill, and they're kicking themselves as Jeems is going off.
I don't know how they read the circle so well. So well. So let's look at this one. We have G2 in danger, apparently. Brexco is out. He's done for. Wanted still stays alive, but the question is for him, how long NIP can't move through this hill? That's some big boy shots from Gaxi.
So the problem for Team Liquid right now is everybody's looking at them. So there's...
But they have cover.
Winstrike, TSM. TSM have got to make a move here. They've got to make some big play. NIP trying to get forward, but it's ditch to ditch to ditch. That's all they can do. Winstrike, you can see them. They're outside the zone. They have to creep up to that dash here and hope it works. Rory's in a car. Rory's going for it for TSM. You can see on the minimap, he's moved up, trying to get closer and closer as FaZe creeps on the back of Unity. Oh, it's actually, with ENCE going across, that's bought time for FaZe to get in behind them.
Fuzzface has got just like ridiculous luck in this one. Ibby to find Nookie. Jorski still prone down in a bit of a defilade. They have made it somewhat. Fuzzface is creeping forward as well. Unity are none the wiser. In the car we go. Tizrin's on the move. Fuzzface is going to follow this one, but Dastish is still there. We still have some Unity players. Oh, he's going to punish!
He's got himself a UAZ!
That is so good. Fuzzface is still alive. NIP have found some area to play from. There's that knock on Team Liquid has worked out.
And Gaxi just got Orange down, so Unity just lost 2 just like that. He sees this one out the side, tosses out the nade, he's going to hop onto the hillside.
Does he know where Blaston is?
He knows that Blaston is in there. He just sees Tizrin, and he's going to try and nade this one out. He might steal more kills. That's going pinpoint. It's going to get them both. Tizrin runs for his life.
Just bounced too far. Didn't quite take it long enough, but that's going to pull Tizrin off this one. That nade will get Orange, but Blaston should be able to watch the cross. Fuzzface is running out of options and running out of time. Jeems getting punished by NIP. NIP made the push. Fuzzface doing everything he could, but it is not enough. He does fall in the end.
Team Liquid, they did lose one there. They got a little over-aggressive, so Jeems has gone down. NIP paid the price for it, though, but they've managed to turn on to Blaston, so Unity losing members. Now ENCE actually in a very strong position. It's sport time for TSM to get all 4 members in the circle, but they have Jorski in their backs.
Let's look at this one. Jorski can be a pain. ENCE still in a good spot. Should punish Tizrin. Depends on the timing and the angle. TSM could steal that potentially. Tizrin is alive just due to smokes. And this is kind of like a rolling hill if you want to look at it that way. Griffley's going to find Miraku out of nowhere. NIP starting to really wane in numbers. You've got one still alive playing it slow.
TSM are making a push.
On his own. TSM going to try and strike now. It's go time. They push Michael and Gustav on the hill, but Ibby and Samti respond quickly.
Yeah, Ibby's going to keep them at bay. Gustav tried to get up close on the hillside and go for that big aggressive play there as he sneaks around the side. TSM have to turn around. Tizrin with a big nade onto ENCE there, causing them problems. Unity will fall, but my God, they picked up quite a lot of kills once again. What a day it's been as Wanted sneaks all the kills for the Knights.
Oh, that's incredible stuff. Jorski has just watched them all run past him. He could be the undoing of TSM. They have no idea he's there. Team Liquid need to move in towards TSM's new position. Finally, TSM might have a shot at this. This could be their game to win unless they make big mistakes right now.
Rostamar has to deal with Gaxi. He's causing a problem for them. He has the angle, the side position. Other than that, he has a really nice little ridge line, but he's got to deal with him because TSM and Team Liquid. Team Liquid have to now push into TSM. They have to be the aggressors. It's Samti on the flank.
Samti looking for the angle. Does he get it though? Gustav and Michael kind of adjusting around as well. GMT is still dedicated to watching Gaxi. That's him doing his job. That's exactly why he was there, not supporting the rest of his team. He is dedicated towards that side. Ibby's going for it. Ibby's on the push. He's got the tag, but not the frag. He goes down. Gustav gets him. No trade available. That smoke is keeping basically TSM alive, and they haven't taken that much damage.
Ibby's going to be shouting, clean rest, but it really is not. The nades are coming his way. He's trying to dodge and do what he can. Samti just keeps hearing the knocks, just hearing the sounds. Gaxi is making a move as well. He's coming around the side, but Jemty's coming support.
Jemty needs to hold the edge of those smokes as long as he can until that revive is up. That's his duty right now, is hold those smokes. Do not let them through.
ENCE got all three back on their feet. They are now a problem in the field. So TSM are trying to go for this aggression, but they may get shot in the back here.
Wait, they're pushing out the smokes. What's the lines of sight here? What? Oh my god, that is terrifying play. Team Liquid, yes, they do have their backs to the blue, but they're in now, and they have this little ridge to play from. TSM looking for low ground. Going on the flank, Team Liquid need to calm themselves and get their heads back in the game here, because TSM currently hold the cards.
As those smokes clear, TSM are going to be massively exposed. Gustav with a brilliant spray down. Rips Samti apart. Gaxi moves in the back. He's going to try and pick up as many points as he can, and he wipes Team Liquid out. Gaxi comes in and cleans up, does the damage for TSM, and TSM now wondering because ENCE are moving on them.
Yeah, ENCE on the way. They've gone from north to south. Jorski is still alive. Gaxi! Oh no! Gaxi, what are you doing to them? He's ruined this for them. TSM are in tatters because ENCE are at the door.
Jorski's still there.
Squeaky is there. They're going to push on this. You do not slow down. You know there is danger. Here come those nades.
Here comes
Michael, how aware of you are this? Because that's going to... Rookie! Just about alive. Michael needs to save the day, and he's doing just that. He's staying alive. He's holding the angles. Squeaky's nades found Wookie. This is not looking good for TSM.
Neither Winstrike, actually tell a lie, Winstrike do have a win, but ENCE do not so far. You know, the winners of Phase 1 have been sleeping giants effectively so far, and they're benefiting heavily from TSM's falling against Team Liquid, but it's not done yet. Michael going on. That's a great nade coming his way, though. It may find his feet. You can see Michael just trying to keep away. The Rock does what he can. As Jorski pops up, he finds one, but TSM goes off. ENCE go down, and it's now TSM in a 2v1. Jorski, they see him, and TSM could this be their first win?
It feels like they're moments away. Jorski is going to have to dig very deep on this 4 nades still with Rory. He is going to put all of these down, and Michael's finding the angle. It has been a long time in the making. It's surely all done for. Surely this will be TSM's first win. Jorski desperate for the heal, but it doesn't happen. It was a long time in the making, but finally TSM get that chance.